Hello everybody, I'm John Evans and you're watching another episode of Mid-Mod Money, the show that teaches you how to buy and sell vintage items for a profit. Thanks for watching. Happy Monday. We're happy to have you in my basement for the next 10 minutes or so. And it's going to be a good one. You're going to see incredible things on today's show. Amazing vintage treasure like this hand-blown glass paperweight. This was $3 at my local Goodwill. These go for about 20 bucks, sometimes 25, depending on how elaborate they are. Also, a reminder, today's the day we find out who wins our free vintage treasure, this Viking glass dish, which we are giving away to one lucky subscriber. 67 subscribers commented and have been put in the Mid-Mod Money prize wheel. And we're going to do that at the end of the episode. So let's get going. Before we do, some business to take care of from last week, because one of our subscribers, CJ Dem, said, hey, we'd like to see the stained glass lit up from last week. Mabel Haslam, remember? Who else wants to see it lit up? Can't believe I didn't think of this. Well, again, to do proper YouTube video lighting, I would need a second person in here turning off this light. So, this is what it looks like. Still a beautiful thing. I do love this. I'm glad I could do that for you. Let's get to the show. We've got an amazing slew of vintage treasure to get to. Let's start here. I found this ice bucket that looks like it would have been on the porch at the Ewing estate on the TV show Dallas. Look at this. Beautiful faux leather ice bucket. This was $5. Stuff like this goes for $24, $25, somewhere in there. I'll probably put 24 bucks on it in my booth at the Antique Mall. Next thing I found at Pick of the Litter thrift shop. Probably the underrated mom and pop thrift store here in my town of Oakland, Maryland. I found this beautiful box. Look at this. It's a wood box. Appears to be handmade. And you can tell I wanted it because it was $8. Wow, $8 for this. I don't know what you'd call that. It's got like some kind of paint or patina, natural patina. I would guess this is probably 60s. And it's probably worth about 28 bucks. So I'll make 20 bucks off this box. People love hand-carved stuff. And especially anything with a Polynesian slant is always going to sell really well. And for 8 bucks, I didn't really hesitate because I know I can make 20 bucks off of that. Next item I found was this. And gosh, how many times have we done this on this show? This is a Sooner Swan. Sooner glass out of Oklahoma. 1970s. They made a bunch of these. I found now, gosh, probably 3 or 4 on this show. 5 maybe. This was 10 bucks at Queen City Indoor Flea Market. That's where I have a booth. I will now have to take it to the booth in Pennsylvania to market for $30 because that's what these go for, especially in good colors. Make sure there's no chips, but 30 bucks is about the going rate on a Sooner. I always wondered that. Sooner glass blowers in Oklahoma. How do you blow glass when you have tobacco in your mouth? So how does that work? Someone please explain this to me, how Sooner glass operated for so many years. They're not in existence anymore. 10 bucks. I'm going to sell it for 30 bucks. Now, high profit margins. Let's talk about them. this guy. I found this. Blazer. Look at that. This is a, what is this? It's a tray. It's made by Reed and Barton, and it's Silverplate. You can see how tarnished. Silverplate and Enamel. And I got this at Christian Crossing for 50 cents. Oh my God. These go for around 18, 20 bucks, especially in these good colors. These are getting harder to find. I used to find these all the time, and it's silver plate. It's not worth, a tremendous amount. These are worth 20 bucks, 25, somewhere in there. But for 50 cents, holy macaroni. All right. Now, I found something recently, a holdover from our Indiana trip. I wanted to talk about it, but I got lost somehow. Now, I am a sucker for 19 and 70s office stuff. Anything office. This looks like this would have been on Bobby Ewing's desk in the TV show Dallas. No, I can't go there again with it. I'm really into the TV show Dallas. I should say that, but this is more of a WKRP in Cincinnati kind of, if you want to do a different analogy. This was $3.99 at Goodwill. $3.99. It's worth about $30 because it's heavy orange. It is of the era. It's got this good chrome. This is 30 bucks all day long. And I'm fascinated with vintage. It's an illness with me. Vintage office stuff is fascinating. All right. Next thing I found. At Goodwill in Uniontown, PA. Can't believe this was on the shelf. Heavy hitter. Couldn't believe the price, really. I found this set of glasses. They're made by Libbey, and they are called the Frosted Silver Leaf. But I'm going to turn this around so you can see the price. Look at the price on that. $5.99. People who thrift know that when you run up on some glasses like this and a holder like this, even a Goodwill store will ask 20, 24, 30, because they're worth about 50 bucks. And they were asking $5.99 for the set of Libbey Silver Leaf frosted glasses. Again, not my style, but for $6, it is unheard of to find those for $6 anymore in a Goodwill. So, Goodwill Uniontown. Thanks for playing. Next thing I found, and this is the final thing before we reveal who won the dish. Hey man, who won the dish? And in terms of things that you don't see very often anymore, let's just go here. Let's just go. This is a set of 3 mushroom canisters made by Rubbermaid. Late 60s, early 70s. I guess it's probably early 70s. But there are 3 in this color. And the set, even Christian Crossing knows, $10. But still, that's a good deal because this Rubbermaid set is about a $40 to $50 set. They made them in orange, cream, green. And they're worth about $50. So what did I do? I spent $37.50 on everything. $37.50 when it's all said and done. Through my booths. Through, Facebook Marketplace. Maybe some eBay. I'm looking at $240 profit off of $37. So $200 profit. Another great week. And you can do it too. Keep watching my show. And let's get to it. Who won the glass dish? Look out. We're doing 2 free vintage giveaways in December for Christmas. So thank you for participating. One and all. Good luck out there. Oh, the drum roll. Furthermoreasm, you are the winner of the Viking Glass. Courtesy Mid-Mod Money. Thanks for playing. If you didn't win this time, you'll probably win next time. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hit that like button, and remember, always round up.